Hey, what's going on, guys? Today I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the plugin called ManHunts. So what this is kind of like in real life if you've ever played the Manhunt game where you go around and chase the person who's, I guess, the target. But with this, on Minecraft, if you use a certain voucher that you can set in the config, then you become the target. And the target has a certain amount of time that you select in the config, so let's say like 30 seconds. So they have 30 seconds to survive. The cool thing is it gives off your coordinates and what world you're in, so other players have the chance to kill you. Now if you make it alive within the 30 seconds, then you get a certain amount of rewards set in the config. So it's a really cool, awesome feature that you can have on your server. And this is a premium plugin. Again, I only do the really awesome premium plugins. I try not to do bad premium plugins, but this one is really awesome. So let's go ahead and get this started. So like I said, you have 30 seconds, and within those 30 seconds you have to survive and try not to die from other players that know your coordinates and know what world you're in. If you survive, you get the rewards. If you end up killing the player who's the target in the manhunt, then you get the rewards instead. So it's really customizable, and yeah, so let's go ahead and get started and take a look in the config. So let's go ahead and check out the manhunts folder, and then the config.yml, and then edit that with Notepad or Notepad++. So here you can create multiple manhunt vouchers, and so these are, you can get these in the game and right click them to start the manhunt. So everything, like I said, everything is customizable. You can change the name of the manhunt, so I just call this one voucher. Maybe if there's a certain holiday, then you can set that to like the holiday, like a Christmas voucher, and they get, you know, even more rewards. But anyways, I'll show you guys the rewards later. So I set my voucher as paper. So when they right click on the paper voucher with this name right here, which you can also change, you can have the color code so that the word appears in a certain color. And I call the name Manhunt Voucher. So you can also change the lore, which mine is right click me to start and then the name of my server, and then manhunt. So they right click that, then they starts the manhunt on your server. And then the settings, which is when you right click on this, it's gonna say this player is about to start the manhunt. So you can have that little delay of 10 seconds before it actually starts it. And then whether or not you want to use permissions, and whether or not you want a repeatable. So if you want the players to be able to use a voucher, and then if they buy another one, then they can use it again, then make sure this is on true. And then this is in seconds, so how long the manhunt process lasts. You can make it like 1,000 seconds, but I'm going to make it short and simple for the tutorial, so I'm going to keep it on 30. And one thing that is important, you need WorldGuard to make this work. As of now, I think the plugin developer might change it to where you don't have to set a region to be able to use this in, but you have to have a region that players can use this in. So I made it the PvP region, so the players have to go in the PvP region to use the voucher. Of course, you guys can change what region that is. I just set it for the PvP region, so players can easily get there who are trying to kill the person who's the target. And then the action, so when they click on the voucher, it broadcasts this message, and you can change all that. There's a lot of variables, and then once it starts you can change that. And then if they pass it, like if they survive without dying, then all these things can happen. Now I added most of this stuff, which you guys can do, and so you can add any command, and what BC means is broadcast. So without the slash, if you're going to add a command, and then give the player a diamond and 1 diamond, and then eco, which is, this is the command that will give players money. So without the slash, eco, give, and then the player variable, which is just any player who executes this. So any player that passes it, they'll be given 1,000, and then also a message to let them know that they just got $1,000. So it's all customizable. If you want to add a new one, just hit enter. Make sure you backspace all the way, just in case you don't want any errors in the config. And then quotes, and then here's where you start your command without the slash, and yeah, and you can use any variable that you want. And what this is, so broadcast player has completed the variable manhunt, so this will change it to whatever voucher name or whatever manhunt name you have. So mine's called voucher, so that would pop up for that one, because like I said, you can create multiple ones. And yeah, so that's pretty much how you change that. And then let's say failed. Okay, so if another player kills the target, then you can set them to get the rewards instead. So if you were to do that, because when the killer kills the target, it says broadcast killer has completed. So if you wanted them to get the rewards, then you can easily just type in a new command and then quote, and then let's say we want to give them a diamond as well. So give player diamond and then 1. So it just works as easy as that. And then the rest are messages which are customizable but I'm not going to touch on that. So let's go ahead and save this, and I'm going to show you guys how it works in game. Alright, so back on the game, to get familiar with the commands, you can type /manhunts, and that will be the base for all the other commands. So /manhunts, and then you can give it to your player, which is really cool because you can use this in Bycraft, and this doesn't go against the EULA, so you can easily put it in as some sort of perk or rank, which would be really cool, and hopefully you guys can add that if you have Bycraft. And if you don't, I have a tutorial on that in the description if you want to check it out. But anyways, so /manhunts, give, and then the player, so I'm going to give this one to myself, and then the manhunt name. So this is the name of the voucher, so mine was actually called voucher, and then the amount that you want to give them. So I'm just going to do 1. And then there we go. Like I said, it's a piece of paper, and then you can check out the lore here. Right click me to start the tutorial craft manhunt. Pretty cool. And like I said, you can only do this in the region that you set in the config. So this island right here is what I set as the PvP region. So if I were to go away from that, then it wouldn't work. It says you cannot start manhunt in this region. Anyway, so let's go inside this region, and once I click on this, you guys can see that it's going to have a 10-second delay to when it actually starts. So it just warns players that I'm about to start. Then I also use the wording PvP warp. So if you have a warp, your players can easily just type /warp PvP to get there. So as you guys can see now, it has actually started. Shows the coordinates, shows what world I'm in. So like I said, it's a good thing. You may want to include the warp in the wording so your players can go to that warp fast and kill the target. So 30 seconds now, we're gonna wait and see the rewards that we get. Bam, there we go. So it broadcasts it out that I've completed it. I've been rewarded. I was given 1 diamond, and also I got $1,000. Pretty cool. So now we're gonna see what happens when I fail. So now that I see that message, let's say we're another player on the server and it says we're about to start at the PvP warp. I can just type /warp PvP and look around for the target, and if I'm able to kill them, you'll see once I give him some wax here, and there we go. So it says that Bobby, which is the player I am now, has completed the voucher manhunt. Now I didn't actually save the settings and then restart my server, so I can't show you guys that this player got the rewards, but you guys pretty much get everything and understand how this plugin works. And that's pretty much it for this plugin. So it's a really unique plugin. Really like the idea of it. It's almost like the GTA bounty system. Drop a like if you enjoyed. Check out the plugin in the description. Very awesome plugin that you might want to add to your server. Make sure to subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.